Blessings to each and everyone. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Well, today I have a video for everyone. This one is very much interesting. This is just a video to also to clear up, to show that things do happen to many people within this country. People came here and they are here for many years and still never get themselves sorted out. Whatever the reason is, many of us, we don't know. But this video is about this man. He's here in America 60 years and just finding out that he is illegal in this country. His mother is from Canada. His father is an American, but he was born in Canada and he came here when he was probably 2 or 4 years old. He worked. He went to school here. He graduated. He was in the Marine as well. He worked and he paid his social security. He had his IDs. He had social security. He have driver's license. He have his all of those stuff. While getting all of those work, they did the only thing they asked for, he says, his driver's license and his social security. Let's check out the video and then we are gonna dive right into it because there's a lot of questions is to be asked. Check it out.
His Social Security benefits, one Florida man says he has not received one penny.
Instead, he got a surprise reality check. The government told him he's not who he says he is, and now he's been fighting to prove them wrong. I-Team investigative reporter Katie LaGrone shares his story tonight.
Outside Jimmy Class's mobile home in Clearwater, symbols of American pride hang not just front and center, but on the side of his home, in the back. America is, after all, the only home this 66-year-old has ever known.
I moved to the U.S. in 1959.
How long have you been here?
64 years.
But after more than a half of a century in the U.S., where he's lived, worked, went to school, got married, had kids, paid his taxes,
Mr. Class, you will be entitled to retirement benefits.
even voted, Class says in 2020,
Instead of receiving my first check,
he discovered
I didn't have any thoughts.
he's not a U.S. citizen.
I just was like blindsided.
Class says it all came to light after he applied for the Social Security benefits he paid into his entire working life.
You gotta be kidding me. You know, 1 month you tell me I should expect my first check, second Wednesday of 2020, but instead I get a letter stating that I haven't proven to them that I'm here legally.
You see, Class was born in Canada, his mom Canadian, but his father American, born and raised in New York.
This is Dad.
Yep, that's Dad.
The family moved to the U.S. when Class was 2 and stayed here.
That's me as a Boy Scout
In America.
in America.
As he got older, he says he just assumed he, too, was American, a dual citizen. Documents he laid out for us are a glimpse of his deep roots in the U.S.
This is when you know you're old, when the old driver's licenses were paper.
Roots, he says, were never questioned. Not when he got his Social Security card, driver's license, or voter registration card.
I've been voting for over 40 years. I guess I'm in a lot of trouble.
Class was even approved to serve as a Marine for the U.S. military
I signed up to defend this country.
and work for the New Jersey State Police. His citizenship status, never an issue, he says.
The only thing they asked me for was my Social Security card and my driver's license.
After he learned he wasn't really a U.S. citizen, he formally applied for status, but was denied. U.S. Immigration Services wouldn't share details with us, stating they don't talk about individual cases. But in this 2022 denial letter, the agency stated Class didn't provide enough evidence to prove his father lived in the U.S. for 10 years before Class was born, a requirement.
I've seen a handful of cases like this. They don't come around every day.
Indira Demine is a Fort Myers-based immigration attorney. She says Class's case is a reflection of a large, complicated, and changing U.S. immigration system that can't always accurately track who's here legally, illegally, or somewhere in between.
For many years, the DMV, the different agencies didn't necessarily communicate with each other. And so the documentation that you need to renew your driver's license or for the Social Security benefits were not as stringent as they are now.
How did he get issued a Social Security card, though?
That's a good question. Quite possible that back then, the requirements they have a social is just not the same as it is today.
So is it fair, though, that He was issued a social security card. He got his social security taxes withheld. He worked all of his life. He paid his taxes.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I worked my 50 years and I paid into my Social Security. They should be paying me.
What happens if this doesn't get resolved?
Well, I guess they get to give my money to someone else.
Will it make you look at America differently?
I'll probably move back to Canada.
You would consider leaving?
Yep. And say bye-bye, America.
Now that you have seen that video right there, and you hear everything that he have to say, you hear all of what happened throughout his time. Based upon the video I posted before of the guy who was here for 40 years and didn't get himself together, but he got deported after 40 years. A lot of people were asking the question, how is it that he didn't get himself sorted out? And how did he work? Because he must have an ID and stuff like that. Well, for me, I know that you could go to the DMV and you could get a non-driver's ID, a non-driver's license ID, right? I'm not sure about if you can just use that ID to get your social security. Now, for this guy, when he was about 2 or 4 years old, he lived here, he go to school here, work here. Now that he's supposed to get him pension, that is when him realize he's not a citizen of this country. He have things to prove. He went to school here. He's serving the military, but his status never been questioned. His status never been questioned at no given point in time. But he's serving the military. After the military work, he show you all of those driver's license. All the times that he have renewing his driver's license. Photographs of him when he was young. Why is it his parent didn't ensure that he is a citizen? And on the other hand, as they stated, they are not sure if his father lived in America for 10 years after he was born. So there are just so much around these stories at times. A lot of questions. People become neglectful because Canada, America, first world countries, parents are from both countries. So they just came here, lived, go to school, grew up. All his lifetime is in America. And now he said, well, it's best him just pack up and go to Canada. He don't have any form of ID for Canada. The only thing he would have for Canada now would be his birth certificate. And the whole question is this: why is it his parents didn't ensure that he is also an American citizen or a dual citizen? So it's just to show a lot of children come here, and it is just because of the neglectful of their parents. They are here and they are illegal. People will wonder, when you go out and you to look at job, isn't that your status is being questioned? Most places, they are going to see the race part of it to say whether you are Black, African American, whether you are Asian, Hispanic, whether you are whatever it may be. You just tick it. You present your ID, you present your social security. How did he get a social security? He got all of these things while he is not an American. But back in the days, things wasn't the way how it is now with technology. And people have to also remember, you could also back then pay and get somebody to do and create fraudulent documents. So you see now that technology increase, people are doing things in a digital form. So if they don't find anything for you within their system, then they are going to say you are illegal. And most of those documents, they come with all kind of, maybe when you get some ID or you get certain things, it have some secret codes into it. Maybe you and I cannot see it with our naked eye unless you put it underneath a light. Just like when you come onto your passport or your green card, there are things in it and numbers that could identify, yes, this person is legit, because the information that is on the ID, that is what they have in their system. It's just like in Jamaica, say a person need a driver's license. Somebody who work inside the tax office could always create them a driver's license and bring it to them. That driver's license is fake. If you never went into the tax office, fill out those forms, and it is the day when you're supposed to pick up your driver's license, that's the day they take your photograph. And that's the photo that will be on your driver's license. So if somebody should bring a license come give you, it is fake. Many people who cannot read or cannot read well, those are the people who would normally buy a driver's license. But when you're supposed to renewing it, and you go to the tax office and you hand it in, it's not in their system. It is not there. So they're going to take it away from you. So it is the same thing with people who come to America. Remember, there are links and connection everywhere. No matter where you are, there is always somebody who willing to do something fraudulent for an extra buck or two. So that is what happened. But for this guy, it is so sad. Well, at least he's from both first world country, but he worked his life. Now he's supposed to get him pension and no pension. What if it's a case this guy don't have any savings? What if him don't have any money? What is he going to do? Now you have to go now and go find a job. And to go back to Canada, he would have to go over there now, go register in their system to get IDs for over there, find himself a home over there. Well, if him own him own home now, then at least him can sell it and then go back home to his own barn land, purchase a house. And just to let you know, this guy is not from, him not used to over there. Him spend all him life here, work for the US, pay him taxes and everything. Hear what he said? He has been voting for over 40 years. So if he's not in the system as a citizen, how voting got through for him? How they didn't pick it up in their system? There are just so many questions. And it's just to show you, say, a lot of system, no matter what it is, they are man-made stuff, so it is not perfect. But he was just riding the wave all these years. And him apply for something else. I don't remember what it was. And hear what they say, no, they deny him. So him have no benefits, him have nothing now. So it's just to show things do happen. Because even in the video with the guy that I said he was here for 40 years, in the comment section, somebody comment and make mention of a lady that is here. 40 years she's here and she's still not legal. She have one son and her son is in Jamaica and she never able to help her son. So the person was saying, if this person should get deported, based upon out of shame, she probably not even go back to her own community. So you see, until some people are in the shoe, or in their shoe, then many of us won't understand what that person went through. But we also know there are a lot of people that are very worthless, they are careless, and they didn't try to do anything to get themselves sorted out. A lot of people come here illegal, and they are now citizens of this country. A lot. Come on visa, overstay, get themselves together, and obey the law of the land. Some people, they didn't do anything. So we're going to start for them. I think 40 years is way more than enough to get yourself together. One thing I would like some people to know as well, it's not everyone who come to America did have any intention on going back home. Some people will say, then just want to reach. And once them reach, that's it. So whether they are straight, whether they are illegal, they have no interest in going back home. Because a lot of people are here in America. They get their citizenship. They come here legally. Parents file for them and they are here. And a lot of people are here 20 odd years, 30 years and never been back to Jamaica. All over the world, in England, a lot of people are in England. They are legal. Leave Jamaica maybe after graduate high school or primary school and they never went back. Never. Years passed and a lot of them never went back. So it is not impossible. So when some people are here, they just never care. Then just say them just want to reach. And that is it. Things do happen. Like a question asked. Not every question will get an answer. A lot of people have crazy story out there. And for most people who are immigrants, have your green card and stuff, what I get to found out in Georgia, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, about I heard of 6 people who went to renewing their green card and they give them some farmer documents to sign, whatever it was, and they cancel their green card on them. You understand? So everybody just be safe. And most people who have their 2 years green card and it expire now, when they're going back to renewing it, then giving it back to them. So all of this not only affecting illegal immigrants, it is also affecting people who have their green card as well. Just hope that everybody who have them green card, just hope that when your green card expire, all of these nonsense is over with so you can be able to get it renewing. But I heard people who going with their 2 years, they're taking it away from them. People traveling through the airport and they're giving them documents to sign, and they say make sure you read that documents carefully. And once you're a green card holder, you don't really have to sign that green card because you are legal in the country. Once you go ahead and you sign that document, it's like you're signing away your rights, you're signing over for them to take your green card away. So those are the things that is in the airport now. So if you don't have to travel outside the country for now, just don't bother travel. Just postpone travel for now. So if it is not a case, an emergency, just don't travel for now. It is very serious. So it is way more serious than a lot of us may think, right? So just stay safe, do the right thing, stay home, don't travel, and more blessings and guidance to each and every one. And if you made it this far in the video, please, if you like it, just press like, subscribe to the channel, and we will have more updates as we go along. And as we would always say, if it ain't green, it ain't weed. Yes, sir.